live stream here on Facebook. We are the 29th of September, and oh my God! So I haven't been with you for the last 3 weeks or over 3 weeks, and I wanted to quickly come online to let you at least know that no, I have not disappeared. I have been, let's say, quite busy over the last 3 to 4 weeks, and I had to travel to Europe because my mother was not very well, and unfortunately, um, not so well that I wanted to sit at her bedside um, one last time, and she passed away a few 1 week ago, 10 days ago. So obviously, it was a rock and roll time, and but things happen in life, have maybe happened to some of you already or will happen to others, so it's part of life. Just wanted to tell you that first of all, I'm sorry that I couldn't come online because of those circumstances, and let you know that I'm back. I'm back in front of my beautiful screen here, and I wanted to take a little bit of the time today to show you what I'm working on for my own hypnotherapy business, because I think that may be of interest to you. And it's probably just a first quick intro video into what I'm doing, specifically when launching my new hypnotherapy business. And we are going to have a little look into Google Ads and how I will be using Google Ads to make my hypnotherapy services known to the geolocations that I will be targeting. So let me quickly check that I'm actually visible in the Facebook group, because I'm a little blind. I have to admit, I wanted to go online very quickly and make sure that you actually can listen and see if it would, that would be nice if you could give me a quick comment in the comment section. Oh yeah, Alison, I just see that I am online. So yeah, thank you, Alison. That's things that happen, and we have to come over it. But for those of you who know me on a different level, um, you may or may not be surprised when I'm saying that I have a different perspective when it comes to life and death. I have been a practicing yogi and meditator for the last 25 years or so. I have my own lady guru that is following up with me and that I am following, who is located in India, the south of India. And so my perspective of life and death is one of a revolving door. So I'm obviously an adept, or let's say I strongly believe, for me it's not even a belief anymore, in reincarnation. So when somebody goes, it's for me, although there is grief, obviously, and there has been grief, there is also something very happy to report. And that happiness is related to somebody having had a fulfilled life, whether that be difficult or not difficult. And that one door closes to open a new one. So that's how I perceive life. And then obviously there's the bigger question of purpose related to that perspective that I have in life, which brings me to what I'm doing here, helping people like you, hypnotherapists, and very soon also coaches, because I'm currently enrolled in a coaching program, helping hypnotherapists and coaches bring their gifts to the world and help others advance and overcome obstacles and help them with their problems, because I think that's a very noble profession to have, if not the most, one of the most noble professions. The medical sector obviously is another one, but that's probably an important portion of my own dharma, as it's called in the Hindu religion, of my own purpose. So that being said, let me quickly show you what I'm working on these days. And I'm going to switch over to my screen here. Give me a second. Here we go. And let's hope that you can see this. You should now be able to see my PC, my desktop view. And if for those of you who are regularly following my streams or watching the replays, this is the website that I'm currently launching. When I say currently launching, it's like this week. I'm working on the Google Ads campaigns as we speak. You remember this is all done with a landing page builder, Convertry, and that we are building an entire program actually for you guys, or at least for those of you who would like to know how this is done. And we build these landing pages for you with your image, with your text and everything. But I show you this not for selling anything. That's not the purpose. I'm showing you this to show you the list actually of all the different services that I will be offering. And I put a lot on there because I think that list will be reduced once I start working on those different obstacles, helping people, because I will be finding out what I like and don't like so much, or like less, let's say. 1 second, I have to push a button here. Here we go. So, and I wanted to show you this because a lot of people think that once you have a website, that's it. You have a landing page, you have something explaining who you are, what you're doing, the about me, what I help with. So by the way, if we click there, we go straight to this section here. But it's when we talk about doing marketing for any type of service, actually, and this is very obvious when it comes to hypnotherapy here. You have all these lists of services, and they require an explanation. Each of those services requires an explanation on a separate page. So we are currently working with my team on the first 8 pages, and we have chosen what we think the services that are most in demand in terms of generating revenue, because that's an important portion for me to achieve, for you guys to help you achieve revenue and become completely autonomous and self-reliant with the services as a hypnotherapist that you will be offering. So we're working on various services and landing pages, among which stop smoking. We work on self-esteem. We are working on public speaking. We are working on anxiety. Where's anxiety? It should be somewhere here. Well, anyway, it's somewhere in this list. I can't see it right now. Here it is. And for each of those services, we are working on, when I click on this, on a separate landing page. Because when you do Google Ads campaigns and you target keywords, which in this case would be something like quit smoking or smoking cessation or how to stop smoking, you need to send people to a specific dedicated landing page to increase your conversion rates. So this is basically what we're doing here. You see that this is a young lady that has been smoking or is now. My choice was to have pictures that illustrate somebody who has stopped smoking. So the end result, and somebody who enjoys to be active again, doing fitness, which is difficult for people who are chain smokers, obviously. And the entire page now, the entire content has been developed to address the smoking problems, right? So we have here a gentleman, obviously, as well. And then we explain again who I am, what I do, testimonials. So, and everything again is conducive to take a free discovery call with me. So whenever we click on the free discovery call, and this has not been set up, as you see here, will send to a Calendly link where people, well, actually, first of all, it will send to a quiz where people will have to answer a few questions first before they're able to take a free discovery call with me. So I'm showing you all this because to have you understand that most people not being aware when it comes to what's important in digital marketing, do their website on WordPress, on Wix, on funnel builders even, but don't necessarily have the reflex that whatever service they're offering, they need a dedicated landing page to increase the conversion rates. So why are conversion rates important? By the way, the average conversion rate of a page as measured by Google is not very high. It's like, I think the average is 2.5%. Conversion, meaning like the number of the number of people that clicked on an ad and will then arrive on your website. And the website itself has then a conversion rate. And those conversion rates are low if what's presented on the website is not directly related to the search somebody did on Google. Let's say I do a search for smoking cessation because I want to stop smoking. I arrive on a landing page, which would be this one, and which says get back on track with Steph. And it explains what hypnotherapy is about, all the different services. And then it is very generic. It just talks about the pricing and the book your discovery call today. It's not specifically related to this to stop smoking, right? When that happens, your conversion rates automatically go down. So, and if you have a well-optimized website and you have dedicated landing pages, conversion rates may quadruple. They may 10x, like be 10 times higher. So instead of 2.5, it could be conversion rate of 25% suddenly, because the content and the page speaks to the preoccupation and the problem that that person has been performing a search in the first place on Google. So, and conversion rate, if you just talk about conversion rate and it's a percentage, okay, 2.5%, and Steph said, I can increase that to 10 or maybe even more percent. So what? I get a better conversion rate, but I still get conversions. Well, it is incredibly important because a conversion rate immediately directly translates to the money you need to invest to attract a certain number of potential clients to your website and to transform those potential clients into a paying customer, a paying client. Let's say you have a budget of $500 Canadian in Canada to invest into your Google Ads campaigns. And with those $500, you find on average, on an average month, let's say a very low rate. I think it's a low rate. It's for $500. It's like 10 clients. And each client, you sell your services for one session for, let's say, $350. So you now have a revenue of $3,500, 10 clients per month for $500. Not bad, right? Like, the return on investment is you invest 500, you get back 3,500. So that's what? That's a return on investment of 700%, right? 7 times your investment, 7 times 500, 3,500. So let's say that this is your 2.5 average conversion rate because you have not a dedicated landing page, but still people are interested, take that free discovery call. But now imagine you have a landing page that speaks specifically to that customer, to that client. And on that landing page, the only thing you're talking about is about stop smoking, the expertise you have in that field, how many clients you've helped already stop smoking. Maybe you even have a video where you talk about stop smoking. So you instantly create rapport and you become relatable because there's this video. And let's say because of all of this, your conversion rate now goes up by 5. It was 2.5, it goes up to 10%. Well, that means the times 4. So 4 times 2.5, 10. So now let's say you had 10 clients with your $500 and the conversion rate of 2.5. Now you have 40 clients for the same investment, $500 a month. Now imagine you had 10 clients before, and 10 clients, you can serve them in a week, most likely, because if you have 2 sessions a day, 5 days a week, you have 10 clients a day, 10 clients a week. You're very busy when you have 10 clients a week, right? If they were spread out over 30 days, well, you're making revenue 3.5, but you could make more, right? But if you quadruple that, you now have like 4 times 10, 40 clients a month. Well, now you're really busy. Now you have 2 clients a day for 5 days a week for 4 weeks. So that's a lot more money, right? For the same investment. So now you have no longer 3,500, but you have over $12,000 of revenue if you sell a session at $350 obviously. But your average ticket, obviously, very likely is higher than that, because you have people who take 2 sessions or programs of 3 sessions, so they run over 1 month. Like, there's 1 session, then you have a follow-up over 30 days, and you're available for 30 days. That's how I sell 1 session. But some people take 2 sessions, others take 3 sessions, right? So your average ticket is actually higher than your 1 session price. So, but you immediately realize how conversion rate translates into return on investment. So once you understand how important conversion rates are, you also understand how important it is to take care of those and to have different landing pages and to do what you need to do to increase the conversion rates. And one very good way to increase conversion rates is to have dedicated landing pages for one service, one obstacle that you are going to address at a time. So that means that we are obviously, let me go back to my PC, we are busy as hell, I kid you not, to develop all the content for all of these landing pages, because that's what we're working on here, right? For you guys, those of you who will be interested in the done for you a service that we will be offering once it's ready, and it takes more time than we thought. You will have all those pages set up, ready to go. This page will be available to you. The only thing that will need to be done here is basically we replace my picture with your picture, and it will appear under your domain name on your website. And the free discovery call button will send to your Calendly link. So as we do not know who is offering what from you, at some point in time, we will ask you. These are the 8 we have already. And I spoke a little bit earlier. I was telling you that we have anxiety, public speaking, we have stop smoking, we have, let me think, money blocks, which is a biggie. We have self-esteem and confidence, which are 2 separate landing pages. And so I will provide you with the list of all the obstacles that I think are relevant, and I'll let you vote. Which ones should be developing next, so that they become available for those of you who will be signing up for the Done For You, where we do the entire landing pages, the entire website, but also the Google Ads campaign that I will be talking about very quickly now. We take care of that too, because basically that's what I've been doing for the last 12 years or more. I've been, as you know, running a digital marketing agency. I'm still running my agency, and so that's an expertise I will bring to the table and help you run your Google Ads campaigns as well. So we will do that basically for you. And that brings me to Google Ads. So let me give you a little insight into, before I do that, let me show you how this looks at the back end on Convertry. Like, the Convertry is the landing page builder platform that those of you who will enroll in this program will have access to. Let me share again my screen here, PC. Here we go. Here it is. This is how it looks in the back end of your website. This is my website, hypnosteph.com. Basically, all the pages of your website are visible like this, and you simply click on it to open it and to change text or pictures or whatever. Looks pretty straightforward. It looks a little bit, I have a lot more pages than you will have in the beginning, but I wanted to show you how this looks at the back end. It really shows you what goes where. There are arrows and everything. And my landing pages are here. You see, Stop Smoking is the one that you saw, and you saw one with a female, with a lady, right? A young lady. But we go further than that. We have a page that addresses specifically ladies. We have a page that specifically addresses a man, and then we have a landing page that addresses couples. So if I click on the couple page, for example, you'll see it's the same content, but we address a different target group. Right now we talk about couples here, and they're a little bit older as well. You see, they're in their 40s. And with Google Ads, that's something I can target as well. I can target this with the campaign in the campaign settings for a specific type of Google Ads. And whenever we target people in their 40s, well, I'd rather send them to this page than to this page. So we become very granular when it comes to targeting our potential clients on Google Ads. And all the other pages, you have them here. You see it here. This is for procrastination. I have a landing page we're working on. This one is for achieving goals. This is for confidence, self-esteem, anxiety, money blocks, public speaking. So we're working on all these different landing pages, and they will be available for you to select from, depending on what type of service you'd like to offer to your potential future clients, because you will have them on your websites, right? You'll have the list here, and you will be able to select the ones that you might like to have specific landing pages and make them available to your customers, so that we then can target them on with Google Ads. Now, let's jump into Google Ads very quickly, because I'm just setting this up. Actually, I'm not finished with this yet, obviously, but I wanted you to have a look. I wanted you to get a feeling of how this looks like. And again, what you'll see now is everything we actually offer to those of you that will be signing in or will be purchasing the Done For You program. This is the Google Ads campaign that I am currently setting up. You see Hypnostaff, EN is for English. I'm probably not targeting different languages. I could, and for those of you who have different languages, you can. I will, through time, probably add French and German as well, as these are the languages that I am very fluent in. And this is the campaign level. And from the campaign level, you then have, just give me 1 second. I need to take care of something here very quickly. On the campaign level, you can see here as well something that's called ads, Google Ads, like the ad groups on this level here. Ad groups, right? These ad groups allow you to target specific type of keywords, or what I call key phrases. Stop smoking is a key phrase. Smoking cessation is a different type of keyword, right? Stop smoking is similar, or the person looking on Google or searching on Google for stop smoking is very likely looking for the same thing than somebody using the keyword smoking cessation or quit smoking, right? It's the same type of service they're looking for. They're trying to stop smoking, as simple as that. And but when it comes to targeting services on Google with Google Ads, we need to be ultra specific, because the more you hit the same phrasing, the same wording, the same idea somebody has in their head when they're looking to solve a problem, the better, the higher your conversions will be. Again, conversions are hitting on several levels, on a great number of levels. They are hitting on the type of keywords you target, the type of ads those keywords, when somebody performs a search on Google, will pull up. Sorry, I didn't share my screen. So let me share my screen again so that you actually see what I'm talking about. So this is no, I did share it before. So basically, this is the different type of keywords that we will be targeting. That I will develop those. I will set up those campaigns for myself, and once they're up and running, I will make them available to you. So, and for those of you who are not aware or have never done Google Ads before, these type of digital marketing agency services are sold at a prime price. Obviously, we are selling something like this, like there's a $1,500 to $2,000 setup fee, and then there's a $500 a month management fee. So you imagine this is not just simply something that we quickly cobble together. It's this is what we have been doing for the last 12 years. But or for you hypnotherapists, for you colleagues, I'd say, because I'm now a certified hypnotherapist as well. Uh, I want to make it as easy as possible and as affordable as possible. So everything will be packaged in, and there will not be an additional amount for the work that we are putting currently into setting up those campaigns. There will very likely be set up, but included in the price, and then even a month or two, I don't know yet, management fees will be included as well. And beyond that, once you start generating revenue, obviously, we on our side, either you take care of your own campaigns if you feel that you're capable of doing so. There is, I have to admit, a learning curve to that. It's not that easy, or you find somebody to manage it for you. But we can do that for you as well, ongoing. But in that case, it's a paid service at a lower fee in comparison to our agency fees, obviously, as well. So, but basically, this is how it works. This list here, you just see those three. When I come back next week, and I will show you a running campaign, you will very likely have here a list of 15, 20, 30 or more keywords, key phrases. And these are actually not the key phrases themselves. These are what's called the ad groups, right? But the ad groups themselves will contain key phrases, and there will be variations in them. For example, the Stop Smoking ad group will have key phrases such as stop smoking with hypnotherapy, or stop smoking hypnosis, stop smoking in London, or stop smoking fast, stop smoking, whatever. You see, in terms of the variations, we need to target the variations as well. The more we are targeted, the more the ads we are pulling up related to a search that has been done will be specific to that specific search that has been done. If somebody looks for stop smoking with hypnotherapy, the ad will read something different compared to somebody who was looking for how to quit smoking fast, or how to quit smoking, or quit. What are the best quit smoking solutions? The ad will always take the exact key phrase somebody has been using on Google Ads on Google to find a service into the ad text itself, because that we know it's something that Google Ads certified specialists like our team know. The conversion rates increase. If you are looking for quit smoking in 20 days or whatever, and the ad tells you about how to address your smoking addiction, it's related, but the words that you used were not the same. And there is something going on in the subconscious mind that makes people convert faster and easier if the same wording was used in the ad. So you see, there's a lot of things that need to be taken care of in terms of optimizing. That's called campaign optimization, and it will also be taken into account when I am working on my own campaign, the one that I've been showing you right now, in terms of the setup, the initial configuration. So let me show you quickly in terms of targeting, or let me maybe first of all as well quickly check whether or not there are questions that you have on Facebook, in the Facebook group. So whenever you have a specific comment or a question, don't hesitate to put it right underneath this video, and I will answer that question live here, or if there's too much to answer later on by going back to the group, to the Facebook group underneath that video. So let me quickly show you, and then we will call it a day for today, because I want to work on this to be able to show it to you next week. Let me also show you how targeting works with Google Ads, specifically geolocation targeting. So here again is my screen. I'm in my Google Ads account. The targeting happens in the settings section on the campaigns settings. So let's go into the campaign. And you see here the campaign name, here the goals. They will be set up. Marketing objectives are leads. We are enabled, but nothing's running because we don't have the ads yet. This here will allow us to target what's called the Google Search Network or the Display Network. So Search Network is like Google Search. So basically, if somebody is searching for a solution to stop smoking on Google, the Google Search Network, that is the place where this is being taken care of. And the Display Network is the amount of millions and millions of websites across the globe that show Google ads on their websites. And the way Google targets those is by with the relationship between the keywords you're targeting and the topics that are being put on specific pages on those websites. So when we kickstart a campaign that's lead generation campaigns, which we will be doing for my hypnotherapy services, I never use the display network because a display network has much lower conversion rates. I always deactivate that, just so let you know. Now, let me quickly go to the Facebook group because I see Alison has asked a question. So Alison's question here is, should you do the same when setting up your name initially? I'm trying to understand. My website or my domain is hypnosteph.com. I'm not sure whether or not you're referring to the name in your domain name on your website, or if you're referring to targeting your name with keywords in Google Ads in the campaign. So if you could clarify that, Alison, I would be able to have a much better answer for you. I presume it's the second option, and that you're looking to target your own name as a keyword in your Google Ads campaign. And the answer to that question would be a clear yes. So because I am developing my own brand as a hypnotherapist, and my website is Hypnosteph. There's a reason why it's called Hypnosteph. My name is Steph Becker, right? So I will very certainly target my own name when it comes to Google Ads, because if my name becomes known for hypnotherapy for whatever reason, and they would use my name, I want to show up, right? But there's a distinction to be made between, Alison just confirmed that's the second one. So there's a distinction to make between Google Ads targeting, where you pay for each click on your ad, and search engine optimization, which is organic search results. So one of your objectives could be and should be down the road to make sure that your website comes up under your name among the first search results on Google. My name, Hypnosteph. If you're looking me up under Hypnosteph, I will come up right away. It should come up under the first search result now. If you would look for hypnotherapy Steph Becker, I'm not sure. I didn't even look, but we can have a look very quickly here live. Let's do this. I'm here. Oh, no, wait a minute. Am I on Google? Let's go to Google here. This is because I'm, okay, anyway. So if I type Hypnosteph, it should be a no-brainer that my website should be coming up. It's not even coming up here. Oh, that's interesting. So, which means that, am I here on? Which means that, oh yeah, of course, it's because while we are developing the website, we actually restrain the visibility. I tell my team always to prohibit Google from indexing my website. I want the website to be completely finished with the content, the final content, to be on the website before I allow Google bots to index our website. And indexation obviously is necessary for search engine optimization to come up on search engines. So But coming back to your answer to your question, Alison, um, in the beginning, if you're not coming up yet on Google naturally, I would target your name. I would add that as a keyword in a separate ad group. So there would be an ad group. Let's go to the ad group settings. Well, I have it here, but do I want to go back to show you? It would be a separate ad group dedicated to your brand. For example, hypnotherapy, Alison Anderson, I would target that. Hypnotherapy, Alison, even, because there may not be that many Alisons offering hypnotherapy services. But as soon as you start, if you want to build your brand, your personal brand, that's what I would be doing. And I will be doing it personally speaking as well. There's another reason for doing that, Alison, and that is even the day I will come up on the HypnoStaff naturally under the top search results on Google first page, I will probably still target my own name. Why? Because I want to be visible on top of the natural search results. If I have, just to give you, to help you understand, if you're coming up consistently with your name, you will find other hypnotherapists using your name to target your name, but to make their ads appear in the local area that you are targeting. And you may not even see that because they're targeting a different geolocation targeting. That obviously happens once your name becomes a little bit more known. In the very beginning, I wouldn't suspect other people targeting your name, but once you become known, that will happen. And so I would, in that case, obviously target my own name. Now you also are getting asking the question in terms of counseling. Counseling probably not related to hypnotherapy. So if you have different services related to consultation, consulting, coaching, counseling, those are complete separate ad groups that you would target for that service. I'm not sure whether or not you are targeting counseling in relationship to hypnotherapy, but if you do, and people would use the type of a combination such as hypnotherapy counseling, if that is a search term that people actually you would use in Google, then obviously yes, we would target that. Now, how do we know whether or not people are targeting such keywords? We know this, and I hope I can show that quickly to you. We would know this by using keyword search tools. I'm using a keyword search tool here. This one is keyword search. It's literally called this. And this is a specific dedicated search tool for digital marketers, specifically focusing on YouTube ads, because I will be doing YouTube ads as well. I do Google search ads, which are very important, obviously, because when people have a problem, they search on Google. But more and more people are trying to solve problems by watching video, and how to do something. That place is Google, is YouTube. So I will do YouTube ads that will draw people to my HypnoStaff website. And when I target YouTube, I will target with on the same interface in Google Ads. It's possible to target YouTube videos that talk about stop smoking. So my ad would come up while somebody is watching a video of how to stop smoking, because we all know that you can talk about stop smoking in a video on a video on YouTube, but you haven't solved your problem yet. Although I also know that there are people that offer hypnotherapy scripts, reading them out on YouTube with the objective to help you stop smoking. But we both know, or we all know, that regression hypnotherapy, the type of hypnotherapy that we have learned, those of you who have learned their craft with Marissa Peer, RTT, rapid transformational therapy, is a regression-based therapy. We know very well that just reading a script out loud on YouTube doesn't have the same effect as taking into consideration the root problem that we are isolating, finding, investigating with RFPI, our regression technique that we employ. So yes, I will also do YouTube ads. And this, what you see here on this screen, is a tool that allows me to enter a keyword, in this case, what stop smoking hypnosis. And this tool provides me with all the different key phrases that people have used on YouTube on a monthly basis. And this is the average monthly search volume on YouTube for these specific searches. So, for example, stop smoking hypnosis, Michael Seeley, and I looked him up. He is one of those hypnotherapy specialists reading out hypnotherapy scripts on YouTube. He clocks 51,130 monthly searches on with his YouTube ads. So it's actually a very good strategy, for example, to draw people to your paid services. Could be a strategy. So I will be checking that out. But there are other searches: stop smoking hypnosis reviews, stop smoking hypnosis on YouTube, stop smoking hypnosis in Hindi, Paul McKenna, maybe a different person, obviously, Alan Carr. You see, you have the personal brands, you have them coming up here. So it's important to target them. Stop smoking hypnosis app, stop smoking hypnosis meditation. So why am I looking into this? This is dedicated, as I said, to YouTube. I'm looking into that because once I start targeting YouTube, so I may be back, I may not be back. I don't know. Everything broke down here. My PC refused to do anything. But anyway, let me close this here. So yeah, actually, I just wanted to make a little very fast intro into an overview, provide you with an overview of the targeting possibilities and how we set up a Google Ads campaign. And so as I mentioned, I'll be working on my own Google Ads campaign with me starting off and then handing it over to my team. But next week, I will likely be already online with my campaigns, and I will be able to showcase, hopefully, how things are going and show you what's possible in terms of targeting with Google Ads. So that's it, I would say, for today. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll talk to you and see you next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.